They told her she needed to leave the country in order to fix her papers until she had a consultation with me. Let me tell you how this was accomplished. First of all, I was on a radio show. I'm going to give you guys the story here so you can get the context. So I'm on a radio show where I had a weekly immigration show where I gave a lot of good information. She happens to tune in the radio. Okay. Now you can just imagine this is like pre-podcast. Well, actually, she just became a citizen. So this was like 3 years ago. She turns on the radio and she hears my voice and something tells her, this is the lawyer that's going to help me. Anyway, fast forward, she comes to have a consultation with me. As you guys know, I do an extremely thorough consultation. And she says, all my families, they're all legal. I've been here in this country for 20 years. I'm married to a citizen. We've been married for 15 years. But everyone tells me I have to do a waiver. Everybody tells me that I have to leave the country to go to my consulate interview. And I don't want to do that. I'm scared. I don't want to leave my daughter behind. So I said, okay. And then I start asking her husband some questions. Come to find out, because of my inquiry, I learned that her husband was retired from the Army 25 years ago. And I said, oh, you retired from the Army 25 years ago? I said, do you know that your wife qualifies for parole in place that, when granted, will allow her to get her green card here and she doesn't have to depart? And he says, no, I never heard of it. Never heard of that. And I said, well, yeah, this is what we need to do. He did not believe me. You know why he didn't believe me? Because he says, I've been to the best lawyers in Georgia. I've been to 10 attorneys. No one ever told me that. And I'm like, you know why? Because those lawyers don't practice the way I do. I'm a trial attorney. I think differently. I think problems. I think solutions. So I'm always asking the question that nobody else is asking. And he still didn't believe me. So you know what I did? I wrote him a lengthy email and cited the law. Finally, they trusted me. And I have to tell you that I believe a week ago, she took her oath to become a citizen. And that's how you get it done. When an attorney meets with you and they go the extra mile and ask you the extra questions, because your case, your history, your family matters. And I hope to be the one that assists you in your journey to a permanent green card. So give me a call.